When you think of the richest person to have ever lived, who springs to mind? Elon Musk? Jeff Bezos? Well, prepare to recalibrate your gold standards. What if I told you the richest individual in history wasn't one of today's tech titans or a European monarch from yesteryears, but an African king from the 14th century? A king whose immense wealth was so vast, it once destabilized an entire nation's economy just with his fleeting visit. Let's journey through the life of Mansa Musa, the King of Kings, the golden sovereign whose fortune, even when juxtaposed with today's billionaires, stands unparalleled. Who was Mansa Musa? Deep within the annals of history, Mali, a vast empire in West Africa, birthed a legend. Mansa Musa, or Musa I of Mali, ruled this prosperous kingdom in the 14th century. Mansa, meaning king or emperor in the Mandinka language, was a title, but under Musa, it became synonymous with splendor. While much of the world was grappling with upheavals, the Mali Empire, under Musa's reign, experienced a golden age, both literally and figuratively. Musa's role wasn't just about riches. He was a devout Muslim and a visionary leader. His reign saw a renaissance of sorts in Timbuktu and Gao, turning them into thriving centers of culture, education, and trade. The fabled tales of his grandeur attracted scholars, architects, and thinkers from across the known world. The core of Musa's unimaginable wealth lay beneath the Malian soil. Mali was rich in natural resources, but it was the vast resources of gold that made it the epicenter of wealth. At its peak, Mali accounted for nearly half of the world's gold. But this wasn't just about possessing the gold, it was about controlling its distribution. Musa controlled the gold trade routes across Africa, ensuring a steady flow of wealth into his coffers. But his wealth wasn't just down to gold. Mali was a trade behemoth with significant control over the trans-Saharan trade routes, bustling with salt, ivory, and precious stones. By tapping into this sprawling network, Musa managed to multiply the wealth of his empire, achieving a level of affluence that became the stuff of legends. The tales of Mansa Musa's opulence are so grand, they feel plucked straight out of a fairy tale. But they aren't myths. These accounts come from chroniclers and traders who witnessed his splendor firsthand. Perhaps the most iconic tale of his luxury was his pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324. Musa embarked on this journey not with a humble entourage, but with a procession that included 60,000 men, each carrying gold bars, and an additional 12,000 slaves, each donning gold-adorned garments. Along the way, his generosity was so boundless that he distributed gold freely, causing massive inflation in regions he passed through, particularly in Cairo, where the value of gold plummeted due to his excessive gifts and spending. Back in Mali, his penchant for luxury was evident in architecture. The grand mosques in Timbuktu, including the Jingurbir Mosque, were built during his reign, showcasing not just the affluence, but also the intricate Malian architectural prowess. His palace in Timbuktu was said to be a testament to his grandeur, though it has sadly not survived the sands of time. It wasn't just material luxury that Mansa Musa invested in. Intellectual luxury thrived too. Under his patronage, Timbuktu transformed into a global intellectual hub, drawing scholars and thinkers from various corners of the world. Mansa Musa's pilgrimage to Mecca, known as the Hajj in Islamic tradition, is a tale that has been passed down through the ages, marveled at for its grandeur and scale. This wasn't a simple spiritual voyage. It was an epic journey that showcased the might, wealth, and benevolence of a king and his empire. Starting from his capital, Niani, the route chosen was meticulously planned, covering Timbuktu, Gao, the trading city of Walata, before heading to Tuat, Cairo, and eventually to Mecca. The procession was unlike anything the world had seen. With 60,000 men, including his entire royal court, officials, musicians, entertainers, and 12,000 slaves, each holding a 4-pound gold bar, it was a caravan of opulence. Heralds dressed in luxurious skills carried golden staffs, while hundreds of camels were laden with bags of gold dust, amounting to hundreds of pounds. In Cairo, Mansa Musa's stay extended beyond his initial plan as he waited for his entire entourage. During his stay, he spent so generously, distributing gold, aiding scholars, funding public projects, and supporting the needy, that he inadvertently devalued the metal in Egypt. With gold becoming as common as dirt, its value plummeted, causing a sort of financial crisis which took years for the region to recover. But what truly sets Musa's pilgrimage apart was not just the display of wealth, but his commitment to learning and spreading knowledge. Inspired by his journey and the scholars in Cairo, he didn't just return home with souvenirs, but with Andalusian architect Ishaq al-Sahili and several scholars. Under al-Sahili's guidance and Mansa Musa's patronage, the architectural landscape of Mali began to change. For all his wealth and might, Mansa Musa was, after all, mortal. The exact details of his death remain shrouded in mystery. Historical records suggest he passed away in 1337, leaving behind a legacy that few in history can match. His death marked the end of an era. Though the Mali Empire continued to thrive for a while, it eventually fragmented and declined over the following centuries. But Musa's mark on history was indelible. He wasn't just a king, he was an embodiment of African grandeur, intellectual patronage, and unparalleled prosperity. In the grand tapestry of history, there are figures who shine brightly, and then there are those who dazzle, leaving an everlasting glow. Mansa Musa belonged to the latter, a luminous star in the vast cosmos of time, whose tales of opulence and generosity continue to captivate and inspire. As the pages of history flip, Mansa Musa's legacy remains golden. A king who not only enjoyed unparalleled riches, but also left an indelible mark on culture, education, and architecture. His life serves as a testament to the peaks of prosperity and grandeur that Africa and the world witnessed in the 14th century. As the sun sets on the vast stretches of the Mali Empire, the stories of its golden age under Mansa Musa come alive, flickering like stars on a clear night. His journey from Niani to Mecca wasn't just a passage through lands, but a timeless voyage through the annals of history, echoing tales of generosity, vision, and a thirst for knowledge. Beyond the gold, beyond the opulence, Mansa Musa's true legacy was his unyielding pursuit of enlightenment, his dream of an empire illuminated not just by wealth, but by wisdom. In the vast tapestry of time, there are leaders, there are rulers, and then there are visionaries. Mansa Musa, the King of Kings, with his shimmering trail of gold and knowledge, will forever remain a luminary, guiding generations with his tale of grandeur and grace. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating videos. Until next time.